Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Ball teed up. Austin Seibert out for the kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. He's going to field this at the 2. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll start the drive with Achan. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
Here we go.
2nd and 3 now. Motioning him from the slot right. Cuts it to the right sideline. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And in for the Houston touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is York to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. He's got to gain a 6 there. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Oh, they're going option to the left side on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 7. Finds his man over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's on the move. This is caught inside the 15. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
1st down from the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They could bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. They put a receiver in motion here left. Jackson yet again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Now on comes Austin Seibert for the field goal. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Piniero's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running left, here's A-Chain. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. That stop made by K.J. Britt. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Doesn't have the hook up there. Incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Real quick.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
180.
Now Jackson. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
What is it? You.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Boye Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
180. Hey, Alpha, sit hot. 180. What is it? 180. What is it? Sit hot.
Lamar now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
That's complete, Mike Evans. And he nearly takes it to the red zone before going out. That play good for 17 on a 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A give to Mixon up the middle. Has a big hole left. He will go! Touchdown, New York! The Jets hold a slim 2-point lead early. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right, Tony.
Stroud off the play fake. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down, too. Excellent work. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless. He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Scoreboard shows 10-7. More from MetLife coming right up. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here's Mitchell again. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Texans take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
You're good on the point after. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. On now is York to kick this one away. Center return, Nyheim Hines. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Report.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Go try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Texans drive their lead to 11. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. On the return, here's Hines. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, here's Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now Jackson on third down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
13.
Second and 10 now. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. And he's all the way to the 5 before going out of bounds. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
Here we go. White Tony. Hey. Look the hot. Hey, uno.
Trying to run it in, Achane.
Situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5.
All right.
Slot man motioned over. Running with Achane out of the gun. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
So now, here's third and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1. Katie York now on for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash to challenge here. Groupie sends it through. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
On now is York to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Caught, nice gain left side. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. On the move, headed right. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey.
From the gun, Jackson. Chased out to his right. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. That one's cut along the left sideline. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Going right side, mixing with it. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The throw is caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. The Jets take their 1st time out. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Now here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. One last play before the break. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. On now is York to kick this one away. On the return, here's Hines. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, report! Report! What is it?
Play action now with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are in the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Hey!
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Hey, Alpha, it's hot!
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Jackson trying again on 2nd down. Pass caught by Mixon. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd down, Mixon gets it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. It's a New York touchdown! The Jets cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Pitts brings it in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
A-Chain running to the right. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
On the quick, right?
From the 34. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Buying some time right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
2nd down carry for A-Chan. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Stroud now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
All right. Nike taxi.
A-Chan, a 1st down carry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Receiver in motion, headed right. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 7 yards there, but even after that, still a chunk to go on 4th down. Groupie sends it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Now he's York to kick this one away. On the return, here's Hines. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Right shot.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Here we go.
Handoff running left, A-Chain. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans parlay the interception into points. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans lead by 15 now. Now he's York to kick this one away. On the return, here's Hines. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completes it to his running back, Zach Moss. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
On 1st down, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Evans. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 1st down throw for Jackson. Flush down out to his left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. A-Chain on the inside give. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now a give right side to Mitchell. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up here with A-Chan. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Now is York to kick this one away. On the return, here's Hines. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's on the move. He's out in the clear. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 24 yards.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Now Jackson. That's Evans making the catch outright. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down, here's Lamar. And that's a New York touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game. And when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Forced out to his right. Put the body on the line for his team. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust, and they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a 1-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them 1 snap away from a totally different ball game.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They're going play action. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he reaches the 35 before going out. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here we go, let's go.
3rd down run from H.M. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
South. Hey, Uno more. 19 Texas.
Looking to throw. They did it. He made the interception. And the Jets have some new life in the 4th.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Hold on, ready?
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Get on.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He won't be able to make the catch. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Alpha, sit on.
Throwing again is Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Looking to throw. Chased out to his right. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets down by 7. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4. Throwing now. That's cut beyond the marker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Back to throw. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
He'll look to throw it. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Tony. Oh, ready? Where's the hot? Hey, Uno.
Here he is to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
First down, Houston.
Setting up to pass. That's caught. Devon Achane. Get some space around midfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
On the quick, right?
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Here we go.
Here's Achane up the middle. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Here we go.
Looking to throw it. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
This one's off the mark. It's going to wind up short and too far right. And now we'll see if the other sideline can do anything to end it in regulation.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lamar now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
That's a really good job by the defense right there. Doing something I hear all the time in coaches' meetings. I want to keep that quarterback in the box. I want to put a fence around him. Don't want to let him get out and make a big play, breaking the pocket.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I hate those situations, Kate, as a QB. I'm looking for an open passing lane, and I can't find one anywhere. He thought he had one available. Defense did a better job of knocking it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw. Flushed out of the pocket. This to win the game. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. On the return, here's Hines. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. From the 39. He just throws this one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. Has the 1st and more, past midfield. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. As they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT. It's 2nd and goal. Trying again following the sack. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found